there is at least three different ways to solve this equation. Let's see if you know at least one of these ways. And the problem is the following. We have 4 to the 3x minus 6 power is equal to 64. Feel free to use a calculator, but if you have an answer, go ahead and put that into the comment section. I'll show you the correct solution in just 1 second. Then, of course, I'm going to solve this equation step by step, and I'm going to show you three ways or three methods that you could use to solve this basic exponential equation. All right, so we have 4 to the 3x minus 6 power is equal to 64, and we're trying to solve for the variable x. All right, so let's take a look at the solution. The correct answer here is 3. All right, now if you got this right, well, you definitely get a happy face and an A+. You appear to be a certified professional expert in solving basic exponential equations, and that is fantastic. And if you're like, hey, Mr. YouTube Math Man, I totally forgot how to do this type of equation in algebra. Can you help me out? Well, I definitely can. The first thing that we need to do here is to figure out what type of equation is this. Now, in algebra, we have different types of equations. You have linear equations, quadratic equations, rational equations, but this particular type of equation is an exponential equation. That's because the variable x that we're trying to solve for is in the exponent spot of this power. All right, so let's just do a quick review of powers and exponents. So if I have like 2 to the third power, this 3 here is the exponent, this 2 is the base, the entire thing is a power. All right, so 2 to the third power means take 2 and multiply it by itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. All right, now I'm going to show you two simple exponential equations. So here we have 2 to the x is equal to 8, and then we have 2 to the x is equal to 7. All right, now how do we solve this first equation? Now, somebody might be saying, hey, Mr. YouTube Math Man, you just showed me the answer. I know the answer. X must be equal to 3 because 2 to the third power is 8. And that indeed is correct. So as long as you have a basic understanding of powers and exponents, you can even kind of test some numbers here, right? You'd be like, well, 2 to the first is 2. Well, that's not 8. 2 to the second power is 4, so that's not 8. But 2 to the third power is 8. All right, so this is a very easy equation to solve, a very easy exponential equation to solve. But this particular equation, well, this is an entirely different ballgame. All right, so 2 to what power is 7? Well, to solve this type of equation, you need to learn math that's typically taught in second-year algebra, courses like Algebra 2, College Algebra, or Pre-Calculus. So to solve an exponential equation, it really depends on what type of numbers you are dealing with if you haven't taken more advanced math. So some of you might be saying, hey, Mr. YouTube Math Man, am I going to be able to solve this problem here because I didn't study all this advanced math? Well, actually, I think you can. All right, so let's just kind of look at this problem in this manner. All right, so 4 to the 3x minus 6 is equal to 64. But maybe if we kind of look at this problem as 4 to what power is 64? Well, let's just think about powers of 4. All right, so 4 to the first is 4. 4 to the second power is 4 times 4, that's 16. And 4 to the third power is 64. All right, so 4 to the third power is 64. That means that this 3x minus 6 must be equal to 3, right? Because 4 to the third power is 64. So 3x minus 6 must be the same as 3. And this is the first way that you can solve this problem. Now we can solve this exponential equation in this manner because we're dealing with nice, lovely, easy numbers. So what we're going to do here is identify that 3x minus 6 must be equal to 3 because 4 to the third power is 64. All right, so we're trying to solve for x. So all we have to do is set 3x minus 6 equal to 3. And then solve this basic linear equation. All right, so here are the steps to solve this equation here. So 3x minus 6 is equal to 3. All we have to do is add 6 to both sides of the equation. Add down in a column manner, we get 3x is equal to 9. So to solve for x, all we have to do is divide both sides of the equation by 3, so x is equal to 3. All right, so we solved this exponential equation using basic algebra and common sense, and we were able to do that because the numbers were pretty easy to work with, right? We figured out that 4 to the third power is indeed 64. All right, so let's take a look at another way to solve this problem, kind of using a similar strategy. Now, what we're going to do here is take the base 4 and this number and try to express these numbers with the same base. In other words, we're going to think of these numbers as powers, and our goal is to try to write these numbers in terms of powers with the same base. And we can do that because all of these here are powers of 2. All right, so 4 is the same thing as 2 squared, and 64 is the same thing as 2 to the 6th power, right? So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This is 8, and this is 8, so 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, so now we can solve this equation because the bases are the same. So in other words, if I had this equation, 2 to the x is equal to 8, I could think of 8 as a power of 2. All right, so 2 to the x is equal to 2 to the third power. Of course, 2 to the third power is 8. So all we have to do, again, is equate the exponent. So x is equal to 3. All right, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to equate the exponents, but we have to figure out what this situation is. So we have a 2, an inside exponent, and an outside exponent. So this is not that difficult. All we need is a basic property of powers and exponents. So let me just kind of show you this right now. So if you have 2 to the 5th power squared, this is equal to 2 to the 10th. So the rule is you just take the outside exponent and you multiply it to the inside exponent, or it's simply the product of the exponents. That is how we simplify a power to a power. All right, so that means that we're going to take this 2 here and multiply it by 3x minus 6. Now, because we have a difference here, we'll put this in parentheses. Okay, so 2 times 3x minus 6. Now, again, what we're going to do is equate the exponents. Okay, so 2 times 3x minus 6 must be equal to 6. And again, we're trying to figure out what x is equal to. All right, so 2 times 3x minus 6, so we're going to have 2 times 3x. So we're using the distributive property, so that's 6x. 2 times this 6 is 12. So that's going to be equal to 6. So let's go ahead and solve this equation right here. So all we have to do is add 12 to both sides of the equation. We get 6x is equal to 18. And then now all we have to do to solve for x is divide both sides of the equation by 6. And again, x is equal to 3. Are you struggling in math because of confusing lessons? Maybe the teacher's not showing you all the steps you need, or things are happening too fast. Well, there is a better way. So come on over to my math help program at tcmathacademy.com. There you'll find clear step-by-step instruction by me that will definitely make a huge difference in your math success. So make sure to check out all my courses by following the links in the description. So I just showed you 2 ways to solve this exponential equation. Now, we were able to use those techniques because the numbers involved are easy. So let's go back to this simple example that I gave you in the beginning of this video. So 2 to the x power is equal to 8. I can solve this simple exponential equation because 8 is a power of 2. So in other words, I can think of this equation as 2 to the x is equal to 2 to the third power, because 2 to the third power, is 8. All right, so the bases are the same, so all we have to do here is equate the exponents, so x is equal to 3. All right, so that was kind of the main idea using these other techniques to solve this equation, because both 4 and 64 are powers of 2. But not every single exponential equation is going to be this easy. What about a problem like this? 2 to the x is equal to 7. Well, this is a different type of problem because 7 is not a power of 2. All right, so how do we solve an equation like this? Well, we need to use something called logarithms. All right, so this is going to be our last way to solve this problem. But just to be clear, it's not necessary to use logarithms to solve this problem because we have these other techniques. But, most of the exponential equations that you're going to solve in algebra are not going to be this easy. All right, now, if you're like, hey, Mr. YouTube Math Man, I never took this in school. Is this going to be too difficult? Well, don't worry. This is not that bad. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you the steps to solve this equation. I'm not going to get into everything about logarithms because this is a big topic. But if you were ever curious what these buttons are, or these functions on your calculator are, log and ln, well, these have to do with logarithms. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this last method. So what we're going to do here is take the logarithm of both sides of the equation. Now what we have is log 64 on this side and then log 4 to the 3x minus 6 on this side here. All right, now just to be clear, don't let this confuse you. The log of a number, okay, you can actually type this into your calculator. This is simply just a number. All right, so let's go ahead and take the next step. And that is we're going to use a property of logarithms to drop this exponent down. Okay, now again, this is something you learn when you study this at a more kind of in-depth manner. But 3x minus 6 is our exponent, and we can drop this down in front of this log 4 because we have a property or a rule of logarithms that says that we can do this. All right, so we're going to do that now. So we're going to take this 3x minus 6 and we're going to put it right in front of this log 4. Now again, remember log 4 is a number, right? You can get that number in your calculator, and so is log 64. So what we have here is really a basic algebraic equation. So forget this log here for a second. So here, just kind of imagine we had this equation, 3x minus 6 times 4 is equal to 64. All right, so that would be like a basic algebra equation, but we're going to go ahead and type this stuff into our calculator in a second. All right, so what do we need to do? Well, what I'm going to do, and there's a couple different paths that you can take here. I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides of the equation by log 4. Now, the reason why I want to do this is I want to get this 3x minus 6 all by itself on the left-hand side. So log 4 divided by log 4, anything divided by itself is just 1. So now we need to figure out what log 64 divided by log 4 is. All right, so once again, this is easy to figure out. Just plug this into your calculator, and log 64 divided by log 4 is 3. All right, so now, the math teacher in me really wants to stop the video and explain logarithms to those of you that don't understand, but this is not that difficult. Okay, so again, if you have your calculator, you can see that log 64, and there are two logarithm buttons, the log and the ln button. This is called the common log. So you want to use the log button. So log 64 divided by log 4, you'll see you'll get a 3 in your calculator. All right, so now we're down to a basic algebra equation. 3x minus 6 is equal to 3. Again, we're trying to solve for x, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So, pretty straightforward stuff. So all we're going to do is add 6 to both sides of the equation. We're going to get 3x is equal to 9. Then we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. So once again, x is equal to 3. All right, so this is the last way to solve this equation, but remember, it's not necessary to solve this particular equation using logarithms because we can kind of, mess around with the bases here, both 4 and 64. Really not the base when you kind of go back to the problem, just to be clear. So when you're studying exponential equations, what you want to do is really kind of look at the problem and say, hey, do I have to use logarithms to solve this problem? Now, with experience and time, when you study this, you'll be able to use various techniques. Matter of fact, oftentimes as a math teacher or in various math classes, you'll have sections on tests and exams that say no calculator. So solve this equation with no calculator. And that's pretty much a big clue that indeed you're going to be able to do something with these numbers like equate the bases. All right, so hopefully this video helped you out, and it was a nice introduction to exponential equations. Now, if you need additional help with exponential equations or algebra, check out these courses. I'm going to leave links to both of these in the description of this video. So my first is my Algebra 1 course. I do not teach logarithms in that course. I teach this in Algebra 2 and my pre-calculus course, but these are both two good courses that will help you out with your algebra. Again, I'll leave links to both of those in the description of this video. All right, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.